All writing is pig shit. Antonin Artaud. All writing is pig shit. People who leave the dark and try to figure out what's going on in their head, they're pigs. The whole literary scene is a pigsty, especially this one. All those who have points of view in their mind, I mean on either side of their head and in some strictly localized brain areas, all those who are masters of their language, all those for whom words make sense, all those for whom there are sublimities in the soul and the currents of thought, and those who are the spirit of the times and have named these currents of thought. And I am thinking of their precise works, this automatic grinding that delivers their mind to the winds, are pigs. Those for whom certain words have meaning and certain ways of being, those who are so complicated, those for whom emotions are classifiable, and who quibble over some degree or other of their hilarious classifications, those who still believe in terms, unquote, those who brandish which ideologies belong to the hierarchy of time, those whose women speak so well, and also those women who speak so well, who speak the contemporary currents of thought, those who still believe in an orientation of the mind, those who follow paths, who drop names, who fill the books with shouting, are the worst kind of swine. And you're aimless, young man. No, I think bearded reviews. And I told you, no works or art, no language, no words, no thoughts, nothing, except maybe a brainstorm ticket. A kind of incomprehensible and totally erect position in the middle of everything in the mind. And don't expect me to tell you what all this is called and how many parts it can be divided. Don't expect me to tell you its weight or to get in tune and start discussing all this. So that by talking I can lose myself and even without even realizing it start thinking, and don't expect this thing to be bright and lively and purging in a multitude of words all carefully polished in meaning, very diverse and able to shed light on all the attitudes and nuances of the very sensitive and penetrating mind. Ah, those unnamed states, those sublime soul situations, those mind intervals, those tiny failures that are the daily bread of my hours, those people swarming with data, they are always the same old words that I use. And really, I don't seem to be making much progress in my thoughts, but I'm really making more progress than you beard asses, you relevant pigs, you fake verbiage masters, portrait confectioners, pamphleteers, ground floor, lace curtain herb collectors, entomologists, plague of my tongue. I told you, I no longer have the gift of language, but that is no reason for you to persist and insist obstinately to open your mouths. Look, I'll be understood in 10 years by the people who will then do what you do now. Then my geysers will be recognized, my glaciers will be seen, the secrets of diluting my poisons will be learned, the games of my soul will be deciphered. Then all my hair, all my mental veins will have been drained in quicklime. Then my bestiary will have been noticed, and my mystic become a hat. Then the joints of the stones will be seen smoking, arborescent bouquets of the eyes of the mind will crystallize into glossaries, the stone aeroliths. The lines will be seen and the geometry of the void understood. People will learn what the configuration of the mind is, and they will understand how I have lost my mind. They will then understand why my spirit is not all here. Then they will see all tongues dry out, all spirits, all tongues shrivel up, the human face flattened, deflated as if sucked up by shriveled leeches. And this lubricating membrane will continue to float in the air, this caustic lubricating membrane, this double membrane at several degrees in a million small cracks, this melancholy and glassy membrane. but so sensitive and so relevant, so capable of multiplying, of splitting, of turning upside down with its small glittering cracks, its dimensions, its narcotics points, its penetrating and toxic injections, and it will be found to be all right. And I don't need to talk anymore.